Works against DRX, obviously. Now, with the audio cut, DRX, no big reason to shift up the default, but a nice pickup from Scary.
That's a great hit, and now we've got, only a couple players on the site itself. You have that toxic screen that allows them to creep in towards lamps, but also the camera from Foxy9, so he spots every single one of it, and Bane is prepared. Oh, it's a triple! Foxy9 on the other side as well finds one of his own. They've spotted Darien too, so all it comes down to is the final peak, and DRX picks up the pistol. I mean, these are all the adjustments that come through. And if Bleed does, invest more resources into this Showers take, they might be able to overflood Foxy9. He's kind of banking on that CQB duel, but Retla picks him up right off the bat.
Now, this was all off of a fake with the Trailblazer over on B main, so Bleed banking on the fact that it should be a weaker site.
Rotations go through, though. The site is slightly weaker, but let's see if Mako can do anything. It's not quite going to happen because Retla has snuck behind him. It's all down to Bane now. He's only got the Incendiary. Can't even push out. It's going to be
right at the 1 minute mark. This is big. Now they're going for the execute.
Again, you mentioned it. Focus on players like Foxy9 or extremities of the map. If they can find those numbers, if they can deny those trades, that is huge for Bleed. Now Ye has to showstopper, props it up.
Clear it.
Bane's trying to stay hidden inside of the Sky Smoke to get the peek up against the Spike Planter, and he does! He actually takes down Ye and Scary. A double kill now going through. Spike planted though, so there is a bit of a hold coming out from Bleed. Stacks trying to get a bit of space up around lamps. He has to be very careful. There might be a bit of utility tossed his way, and unfortunately he's not quite able to deal with it just yet. Down to the 1-on-3. Bane playing up around Dice, goes in to try to isolate the angles, takes down Zest, and 2 targets left, but the zone's a little bit too hot. He's running out of time. He's thinking about the save.
If that Hero Vandal gets sent out, you just say, you know what, if you lose it, too bad, we're saving up for the next round. Yeah, Buzz already has this cleared. It's a stack over on the B side. It's a tag.
Ooh, not too bad. He actually gets the info, and he's prepared for the hit. The Stinger shots will fire through. Swaps over to the Vandal that he's picked up, and now Foxy9 is going down on tear. The Fox in the hen house again. An ace against Bleed.
You gotta imagine the Cypher's on the B side, but where are the trips? They're trying to get ready for a TP. Trying to target the Showers. Oh, the op misses.
Wow.
Here comes the Thrash.
Although he misses, he was fast with the blast packs just to get away, and then the Thrash goes through, but Mako's already on site to receive. And look at this orbital strike from Bane as well. Buys a bit more time. The entire site engulfed in smokes. Mako holding the angle just to wash up around lamps, but Bleed at the very least have managed to take the first half of the site, and along with Wingman and everything else, the plant goes through. Double flash up now, and then Bleed peeks out. At the same time, because the spike is planted, because they have the control, Viper's Pit goes down. Scary holds from lamps and ensures that DRX does not make it out any further. They're going to have to walk into the pit. And can they survive? No, sir. Retla denies any form of entry. It's all down to Foxy9, 1 against 3. Tries to find them. Can't see anything. Walks past the spike. Spots a little barrel. Takes down Retla. Now turns back around. But again, it's just too many angles to cover. Scary swings out from Showers to take him down.
Clock. Just sticking around here with no audio is not going to fake out a team like DRX. And what's more so is they can just hold on to their defaults.
Oh, okay.
Well, that changes things a bit.
Not a bad idea. And again, he's just that good. Goes in for the dive right now, but yeah, Stacks right underneath the window. Actually able to take down Ye. Does tamper with the timing for a little bit because Darren able to find back a trade. But Bleed does not want to commit quite yet. Retla has managed to sneak in. That's right. Can he get the heads-up duel against Mako, though? Not quite. Mako still Johnny on the spot with this. He's ready for any hit that comes his way. He knows his role, and he's going to perform it to the best of his ability. You've got those trips. You've got the off angle, and he goes in for the spray. But going for Wingman and Darien, it's a little bit too much. Darien takes him down. Now going into lamps, Darien does it all. It's all down to Buzz. And it's a little bit tricky. He's coming from the round back of Market. Thrash goes out, and he's kind of been spotted from Showers, but dives straight in just to eliminate Darien. Back down up against Zest now, ex-teammate. How do you make this work? Zest is trying to take the initiative against him. Sneaks outside of Showers now, and Buzz has no earthly idea. A little bit of a ring around the rosy moment. Buzz just watches the angle, spots him, and he actually nails it down. Buzz!
It smokes right now on the side of Bleed. With that smoke, you know that they're trying to target I love the sneak in here. It's a good read from Mako. He gets one, he gets two.
And then Foxy9 on the other side as well. Bane coming into support. It's too much for Bleed. The death ball doesn't quite work out because DRX gets the read on it. DRX knows how to play off the smoke timings, and they read every situation so darn well. Buzz now going through the showers. You've got the pop flash from Stacks, and Zest is in again in this situation where he's up against these old teammates. Feels that it's a little bit too much, and he holds back. Goes in for that guiding light. A second one tossed out now, but again, Stacks is just trying to tap the spike. Zest doesn't care, doesn't get phased by it. Now hears it, and Buzz is just confident
he's just gonna
stick it through.
The mind games are too good for Buzz. He fakes it once, but he'll stick it the second time.
What just happened?
I can't blame Zest, man. Curious what's going to look like in the future.
I've
Gonna have to wonder about that second half, but for now, the last round of the first. And you have to imagine DRX is trying to set up for stalls, delays, and maybe a bit of a retake hit as well. Stacks has the null command. The Viper's Pit, although it was down, Ye just denies it completely, along with his showstopper. Foxy9, though, still trying to stay hidden inside of the smokes. Bane actually finding 2 kills through the smokes up against Ye as well as Darian. Now Foxy9 swings out, gets the drop on Zest. It's all down to Scary, the Clutch Master, 1v3. Can he make it happen? He doesn't have the time, and DRX just stay away.
We're on to A Showers. But quite frankly, this is a good screen, but DRX reads it. They actually just meet him 3v3. It's a shootout.
It's a shootout that DRX wins. I mean, Bane able to pick up the first one, and then although you have a couple of players from Bleed trying to trade, it doesn't quite work out. There's a little bit of space from Zest right now, and he's able to push outside of Showers, but guess what? DRX has already made their way into the site.
Yeah, this is a bit of a rough one. I mean, Foxy9 even just digging deep, even though the round is pretty much said and done already with the postman situation right now on A. It's a good hold from Zest, but look at this. Foxy9 knows exactly what he's doing right now. He just needs to buy time, right? They already pretty much have the round secured. All he needs to do is tie someone up in Showers and make them scared of that flank around.
Unbelievable. I love that from Foxy9. And doing that because they want to hold on to any advantage that they have. You know, this is their buy round right now, and they have to make it count. At the same time, DRX wants to complete this entire map as quickly as possible, but Ye's not going to allow that, not too easily. Finds the drop against Buzz, so no more dive entries for DRX. Foxy9, though, doesn't care. Pushes out of Showers on his own. The great pop flash from Stacks just to support him, and it gives them a lot more space. The spike plant goes down now for DRX.
Oh, Darian lucky to stay alive there. That's a bit of a choke point, but he'll get out. You've got the region coming in from Zest.
Okay, let's read this one.
Still a 1-2 split, though, for Bleed, right? And obviously, yeah, it's double initiative. They'll try to do what they can with the pop flash to take control of backside. But Retla's got to start to run here.
They've managed to push a couple players back, and Retla might be able to catch Bane like a deer in headlights if he finds the timing on it.
Yeah, but there's the trip.
There is that trip. Bane just fires off the incendiary at the right time, peeks up again. Darian and Zest continue to push up, just buying the attention away. They actually managed to make it work, but they got to work against the spike. Bane is just toying with them, playing around his safe
orbital
cover.
strike.
The orbital strike now goes in and lands down, able to call out the bomb. Darian does not have any more time, no health remaining either, and Bane.
Like A's weak. But now that time has passed and you didn't see all 5 members, there wasn't a push out of B main. DRX has to be very wary of this, but oh my, that's a lineup from Retla. Takes down Bane from afar.
Wonderful stuff. I mean, he does it from defender spawn. And now we got a plant coming right back in, but it's a 3-on-4 scenario. You've got quite a bit of utility as well, though, so I wouldn't count DRX just yet. Bleed has to be very careful in how they want to take these fights. Now just holding up around the judge. They're denying DRX any form of sight control. So a bit of kills. Ye in with the paint shells. And the final shot from the top of heaven. Ye.
Early couple rounds, it was determined on the early duels.
I gotta love this from Bleed, though. They are taking the initiative up against DRX, not allowing them to set up a round too long, but Mako caught in the reload. Ye has to step back, and Mako just capitalizes on that moment.
You have to suspect this. You have to.
Oh, no.
Bleed thinks that they made enough noise to make it look like they returned, but Bane's already in the site.
Okay,
they have no idea.
Oh, no, I thought he was watching the angle, but Bane, he just swings up from behind them. The double kill, the micro flicks. Bane is on a tear on this map. Even with the incendiary just to block off Retla, what can you do against this?
Yeah, Bane's resets are so good on his aim.
It's 24 kills right now,
Yeah,
only 8 deaths.
As a Brimstone, Buzz has been very quiet this game, looking for the Dizzy over the wall as well, right, for that counter flash, and they don't see it come out, so they're thinking, okay, no pop flashes in sight, but there's one, the anti's ready.
Wow!
DRX not ever letting go.
Just so prepared. A showstopper right off the bat as well, but Scary with the incendiary kind of catches them at the choke point as they try to walk through. So a bit of a barbecue roast for Bleed right now, and DRX has to, evacuate the sites. They're trying to call out a bit of a fake, and Bleed just continues to put in the pressure. Redla has the timing for the spike plant against Bleed.
Stax' flashes have been so good, and now the post plant not the best for Bleed. You even have that operator. Sure, you have the Seekers, but we'll see. Paint shows just to try to disperse him a little bit. Trailblazer trying to clear out early on.
Little
up, he gets spotted, and that's just the wall bang right through the corner. Ye has no idea.
My goodness, Buzz just continues to thread the needle. Unfortunate for Ye, but at the very least, Seeker sent out, and you have a little bit of space up around elbow now. Bleed continuing to try to push through, but look at how Mako just marks the angles. Buzz gets off of his sniper's nest and continues to move around now. Spike continues to tick away. Bleed knows that it's just exits. It's going to be a save, so they don't have the option. Going to have to tuck tail and turn away. Meanwhile, DRX, they will reach map point through that. And because of that, they managed to get the side in the previous round. But now, we've got Retla with the Viper's Pit. We've got Ye on the operator up around A short. We're controlling both extremities. You've got that toxic screen just out around showers as well. DRX are scratching their heads.
Yeah, and look at Bleed's control, right? You said it's extremities, and they have the information.
What?
Yeah, overall, it's just a
Buzz.
short giving up. Buzz does fly through, but Scary's waiting there right with him. At an off angle, he should have a better angle here as well. You'll pick up Bane.
Good hold. All down to Mako. Able to isolate the first duel, but still, dude, like 4 targets, Will.
I mean, Mako's done it before. It would be crazy.
40 seconds.
But if there's anyone to clutch on DRX, it's always been Mako. He does get spotted. That makes things significantly more difficult. Ye will get a third with the op. For Ye, it's a lot of pressure, and there should be another pop flash coming. It's right over the wall, and the orbital strike!
The orbital strike! It pushes Ye off. Buzz will dive in. The trades come through. Mako, a bit with a double. Zest manages to hold down 3. We're back to a 2-on-2. Through the teleporter goes Foxy9, just to rendezvous with his teammate. The spike goes down, and they are now trying to control the site. Mako, he doesn't have any more snake bites left.
Yeah, no post plant to worry about in terms of lineups, but they heard the TP. I love Foxy9's rotate over to main. You're making them think that it's going to be a split onto Hookah. Only Mako shown so far.
Whoa!
And he lands the first shot and the second as well. 4K for Mako to wrap it up 13-9.
I mean, this entire map, Bleed has stuck it in. Ported by Ye on this Yoru. I mean,
yeah, that's... I've got my eyes on that. The Yours have to be good here, but for now, that trip has not been taken out. Finally does get deleted. Buzz still hiding in that cyber cage. Scary gets 2, though.
Comes back in and tops up on top just to claim up the third. Mako able to fire back as well. So 2-on-3. And DRX look for the spike plant. They've put up a bit of smokes just to block off arches. The shock darts barely graze Mako, so they have a bit of time to back off.
Right, you don't have too much util to work with, but look at this. The fast flank around from Bane with the secondary, and has a read! They know, all right, they know that Bane likes to get a little sneaky. They figured it out over from Bind as well.
Just a great way to hold the angle. Mako has his work cut out for him. Able to isolate the angles for the time being, though, takes down Ye. But as soon as the spike taps continue to pester him, he goes out for the peek, and Zest just lands the final shot. Bleed with behind the pillar.
Yeah, I mean, the round overall should be okay for DRX, but see how much damage Bleed can do. Buzz is good for 2 with the Vandal.
Good couple of shots, though, coming out from Bleed. Ye able to take down 1 with a Marshall, but unfortunately, it's inconsequential. Again, Buzz starting to wake up onto the server on this map. Bane with that lurk just spots out Scary. It's lights out. It's 2 out.
Time to jump.
Ye feels the dangerous threats looming on the other side. Puts out the gate crash just to get him a little bit more safe cover. Sees if he can find at least 1 or 2. Goes in for the spray transfer. Double kill. Maybe a third. Darren comes in to bail him out. Stax will be able to find the trade. So now Bleed have a bit of numbers advantage.
Okay, now with that Cosmic Divide, you originally wonder, okay, it's probably a push all the way through A main, but Bane has always been on that lurk. And Zest He's wise to it. He's got his eyes on. He's got to protect Darion. Okay, spotted.
All right. Just trying to still stay around the position, allow for Stacks to push up front a little.
Oh, this push and pull from DRX. Foxy9 drawing just enough aggro to give Stacks the confidence that it's a 1v1 against the up, and he wins that battle.
And he gets the spike plant as well. Now Foxy9 able to hold out around the doors. Now he's spotted Retla, trying to go in for the duel up against him. Has to watch his back as well, but Stacks has his 6 covered. Foxy9 able to focus on the front, takes Retla away with his operator.
But is Ye safe here? I mean, they're banking on it.
All right. He's got the angle at the very least, and he's been good for the one-on-ones, but Bane instantly trades right back off of the information. A little bit more prepared for the duel at the second time. Darion trying to re-peek, spots out the player a little bit too late. Rescopes, doesn't quite work out. Bane now continues to press up front. Foxy9 up around stairs. The entire site is under lock and key.
Man, the operator getting pushed out. It's just still the same default positions. It's the same exact call from DRX. He's been spotted. Now you do have the Hunter's Fury. But where are you going to try to clear with that? Are you able to get Bane? It looks like there was one tag. Initial drift.
Okay, he's going to get the information, but unfortunately Retla not quite ready for the draw. It's Buzz with the blades just to cut and divide. The entire site has been dispersed. Now back onto the operator. He locks down the angle, manages to take down Buzz. Viper's Pit now gets deployed. How do you defend against this? Bleed trying their darndest. Ye just up around the edges, but his team is not quite with him. The gate crash coming through the other side, but it just reveals his position, and Foxy9 will be able to get the spray against him. It's all down to Scary now as he isolates the angles, finds the first one, spots out Buzz, but he knows that there are players marching towards him. Tries to spot towards the top of the stairs, but Bane right up next to Buzz, who is just absolutely feeling it right now. Once again, jump peeking with the operator. You talked about mid-control, and he considers that they might think about it. Spots out Scary and immediately snipes him through.
Yeah, and the reads here, right? DRX denies mid-control, and they say, okay, now that we've denied that, you haven't pushed out of there. Where else are you pushing out of? They're pretty wary of this. Are they ready for the timing, though?
Look at
Zest has no idea.
Creeping up front. And it's just the instant punish against Zest as well. The idea, I mean, what do you think of it? You know, he was trying to get a bit more space for his team.
I mean, listen, after you got picked off by Pyramids on A, the entire plan fell apart for Bleed. I mean, there's no way around it, right? You were trying to make sure that you pushed out of halls, and then you held on to mid. You wanted to cut the map into a smaller piece. You wanted to just basically be able to ignore A site. But you lost A site from the get-go. So at that point, the push out of halls is now a risky maneuver. It's not a safe maneuver anymore. So, I mean, sure, they commit to it. You know, Bleed, we've heard that they have trouble with switching things up mid-round. Still something they need to work on, but it's going to be a tough round. And, yeah, Retla, all alone, what can he do?
Still unbelievably difficult, but incredibly sharp.
Bleed has zero information on A right now.
Okay, Ye's trying to get some information, but unfortunately the blindside blinds himself. He will be able to find the headshot into Stacks as Stacks re-peaks. And with that, Bleed finally finds a bit of an advantage, but then comes the Cosmic Divide, and you were absolutely right, Will. It is a complete fake-out.
Yeah, so now they're able to use it onto that B side, but you have to creep in. You don't know where this camera is, but you hear it, and you know the traps are there. So you got to imagine the Cypher is somewhere.
Okay, Retla at the very least.
Dane trying to find it.
Spots out the trip. Ye watches the off angle, catches on Foxy. Retla, along with the trips, manages to take the shot down against Buzz. That's your top fragger gone. Suddenly a lot more doable for Bleed.
Oh, Retla needs to stay alive, but the backup needs to arrive in time. Okay. Retla's cut out a bit.
Trying to peek through the pyramids. His camera is still up and online, and because of that, he is able to come online as well with the headshots. A third kill for Retla to get rushing down through tunnel into the B site. Mako hears it all, goes out for a bit of a peek and finds so many players. He's like, all right, the entire team needs to rotate over right now. But Darion and Zest just watch the angles. They fan out across the entire site, and Mako's down as well. It's back to a 2-on-4. And Scary's on the lurk. Catches Buzz. That's Buzz gone. Bane coming up from behind. Trying to catch the timing on towards Scary now, but look at how prepared he is. Peeks out. Camera spots him. Bane goes back just to take off the tracker. Scary tries to push up front and will be able to find that headshot. Bleed But DRX, all they got to do is to hold up around this toxic screen. They've got those trips, they've got the snake bites. And okay, Ye's trying to sneak back behind the site. Foxy9 will be able to find him though.
Yeah, Foxy9 getting that kill is huge. You don't have the crossfire anymore for Bleed.
Hearing for that tap.
Trying to draw them in.
Drone comes out, and Foxy9's looking for the peaks. Able to track his crosshair onto Darien. Now it's up to Stacks. Bane fires off all the way from back arches, and DRX has the site surrounded. Zest, he's in for a world of hurt as Buzz peeks out from the other side just to find that headshot.
Recognizing that there might be something cheeky, maybe even the same call from the pistol returning. So now with that, you send the recon as well. Stacks is cleared out mid. So you know, okay, there hasn't really been any info on A. You still have the toxic screen there, and Stacks catches the lurk from Ye.
Unbelievable. I mean, this is a Bleed that looks rocked from the previous round. They're trying to keep both hands up. They're trying to stay defensive. But as Ye continues to walk out front, Stacks just catches him. So much freedom. Triple kill now coming through. Retla manages to make it a trade, even taking down Mako. But at the very end of it, it is still an advantage from DRX.
Yeah, but now where do you go? You still haven't cleared out anything from the Cypher, so you're just going to go over to where...
Gotta walk?
Yeah, you had elbow control, so you're going to group up, go for a 2v3.
30 seconds left.
I have to imagine he's waiting for the recon.
No, I think they just got to
Popping over. Oh no, Foxy9! He just watches the angle. He just defends the site. The bulwark for DRX, and they manage to close this out.